What's up, guys? James here with Fun Fact of the Day. Hope you guys are having a great day, learning lots, and getting stuff done. Today, I have a really fun story for you about a dog named Rags who became a war hero. I guess you could say it's a real rags to war hero story. I've heard it both ways. Anyway, the story all starts in 1918 in France during World War I. A soldier by the name of James Donovan had left his unit for a few hours to go march in some parade that was going on in Paris. During that parade, he happened to notice a pile of rags that seemed to be moving. So, he investigated further and found out it was actually a dog. And that's where the name Rags came from. Fortunately for Rags, he decided to adopt him right then and there, even though he was in the army in the middle of war, and he brought him back to his unit. But he was late. He had been gone for far too long, so he used Rags as an excuse to get out of it. He told his unit commander that he had been off in a search party using Rags to find some of the other people who had been marching in the parade. Fortunately, the guy bought it and let him keep Rags. And then he was off to the front lines. Now, this Rags, he was a very quick learner. James Donovan's job in the army was to lay telephone cable from the rear lines where the artillery and the reinforcements were, all the way up to the front lines so that they could communicate and tell them what to do. Rags' job in all this was, when the telephone lines went down due to enemy fire, was to run messages back to the rear lines and get them out of trouble. And he did that extremely well. So well, in fact, that somebody wrote an entire book about this dog's life in the army. One specific time that I really liked was when there were 42 guys up in the front lines, James Donovan included, and they were completely surrounded by German forces. 100%. There was nothing they could do. And their communication lines had all been cut. So, they sent Rags back to the rear lines with a message. And they got that message successfully. The artillery strike took care of most of them, and reinforcements showed up and saved every single one of those 42 people. It was crazy. On top of that, Rags didn't just have that ability. He also had other talents, one of which was hearing mortar fire from a really long distance. So, he would hear it right when it happened and drop to the ground, way before any of us normal-eared people could hear it. So, all of the soldiers would also drop to the ground with Rags, and they'd be safe before the thing even got near them.
Bonus fact.
Rags was a real soldier. So much so, in fact, that he actually learned how to salute. You know how most dogs learn how to shake hands by putting their paw out in front of them? You see, Rags was taught to put his paw just a little bit higher and near his head, just like a soldier salute. If you enjoyed this video, which I really hope you did, please leave a like down below and consider subscribing. It really helps out the channel, and it just makes me happy. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.